Hello, everybody, and welcome to these jail phone calls that were placed by Charlie Adelson on the 13th, and that is the day that Donna was in fact arrested, and these are the very, very last phone calls before Donna's arrest. I had only had the jail phone calls up to the 12th, so the minute that I got these, I believe yesterday, I've just had a flurry of new information to share with you all. And I definitely think that this is important phone calls. These were like the 4 hours that I was missing. And I want to tell you that there's some good news. I don't have any evidence that Charlie is talking to the Markel boys. This is the best news that I've had. I've never seen evidence of it. So from my end and my research, I would definitely want to protect them. I don't have any idea if they're hopping on the phone with Harvey to Charlie. Probably are, but I want to stay optimistic just for Ruth Markel and her wishes, that we pray for them and pray for peace in the Markel family and for those boys. So I want to just go ahead and send it to those phone calls that were placed on the 13th, and it's pretty interesting leading up to Donna's arrest. And also I wanted to note that I believe at like 6 o'clock there was a blank watch for Charlie. I don't know what triggered that or what information he had at the time. Maybe it was his mother getting on the airplane, possibly him knowing that that would be the last time he spoke to her, or what, so it'd be interesting to see who actually told Charlie that his mother was arrested. And I'll look at what he was doing around like 10 o'clock when we all found out the information. I believe it was like 9 to 10 o'clock when I found out. So these are very interesting timelines. I'm very interested in them and finding good information. Definitely is gratifying to find out this stuff after the fact, and hopefully we can move on from some of this lowbrow news cycle and kind of get to some like good news and some good journalism here. So thank you so much for bearing with me through this kind of weird week. And hopefully going into Donna's trial, we'll just kind of clean it up a little bit and moving forward to some good justice for Dan. So let's go look at those phone calls right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the phone calls that were made on November 13th, the day that Donna was arrested. And these are Charlie's last phone calls to Donna. And just want to give my mom a shout out for doing the math to calculate these very tiny little spreadsheet numbers, and also the Tallahassee Democrat for doing the same thing, calculating these numbers. This is where my sheet cut off on the 12th. So I had said 31 hours. My mom had calculated with me. Two heads are better than one, but she is really the one who crunched the numbers, and I cannot take credit for that. But this is the data that I was missing these last few hours, the last chance that Charlie had to talk to his mother, Donna, before she was trying to get on that flight to Vietnam. So let's take a look at the first call that Charlie made that day from the Leon County Jail. The first phone call was to Donna, and it was at 9:48 a.m. to 9:49 a.m. at 16 seconds. Then another phone call to Donna, 9:56 a.m. to 11:31 a.m. A very long phone call at about an hour and a half, give or take. Then another phone call to his lawyer at 11:43 a.m. to 12:12 p.m. and that was about a half an hour to his lawyer. Then we have another phone call to his lawyer, approximately a half an hour, and then a call to a South Florida number, which I can verify was not the Markel boys. It was definitely someone else, but I want to leave that name anonymous. A 45-second phone call to a South Florida number. Then we have another call to that same number that was about an hour long, 12:48 to 1:52 p.m. Then he calls Donna again at 1:54 p.m. to a 13-second phone call, and this is probably when Donna's packing and probably telling Charlie what she's doing over the phone. Then he calls Donna again, 1:57 to 2:07. That is about 10-minute phone call. And then we have another phone call to Donna, 3:02 to 3:31, about a 30-minute phone call to Donna. Then he calls his lawyer. The lawyer does not pick up at 3:31. Then at 3:35, there's an 11-second phone call to his lawyer. We're moving on to the last part of the day on the 13th. This is the very last phone call that he makes to Donna at 3:36 p.m. to 3:44 p.m., a 10-minute phone call. She's probably saying, well, I hope everything's great. Hope this works out for the best. And then she boards the airplane. And then Charlie calls his lawyer at 3:45 to 4:20 and has a 10-minute, about a 30-minute conversation and a little over 30 minutes. And then that's it. I don't know. Charlie usually talks later in the day, but his last phone call on the 13th was 3:45. And then maybe he just was too stressed to talk to anyone about what had just transpired. Maybe he was just waiting for the guards to tell him. I don't know who actually told him. But then the next day on the 14th, he talks to his lawyer, 8:46 a.m. for about an hour. Probably where I don't know if this is the first time he learns of Donna's arrest or what. But then he goes on to talk to Dr. M for a few minutes, and he calls Dr. M again at 10:18 for a little under an hour. And then he talks to Harvey for 36 seconds at 11:37. Then he calls Harvey again for 0 seconds. Picked up. Harvey picks up, talks for about about an hour. And then he talks to another phone number, which I'm kind of guessing this is like family. This person was a little bit elderly in age, so I'm assuming that they probably are family in South Florida. Very elderly person. I don't know who they are, but it's not the Markel boys. This number that he calls at 1 o'clock. Then they don't answer. Then he talks to Harvey again at 2 p.m. for about a little less than a half an hour. He was just learning the news that day, and those are the last phone calls to Donna. So big props to everyone staying involved in this case. And I hope that everyone's having a wonderful holiday season. Hopefully more justice for Dan continues, more arrests, more new evidence. Let's hope and pray the Markel boys are safe. I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday season. Thank you for listening. All right. Thank you so much for watching and liking and subscribing. I'm going to keep you all posted of any new numbers. I'm not going to say these names. I just want to respect the privacy of the individuals who did not participate in this crime and for one reason or another are tied to this family. So sorry for you, but I just don't feel like going into names. Pray for those Markel boys, pray for peace in the Middle East, and hope everyone's having a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much for liking and watching and subscribing. Stay tuned for more videos and jail logs and justice for Jared Brightigan as well. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.